How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We're on location in Brick, but we have the ones you forgot, and they can say their names and what they do in the band.
I'm Ferd. I play guitar.
I'm Matt, and I also play guitar.
I'm Jenna, and I sing. Almost forgot.
I'm Justin, and I play drums.
And I'm Lance, and I play bass.
Awesome, guys. So you've been on the channel before. It's been a while since the last time you've been on. So what have you guys been up to? Obviously, you have a new record that just came out. So how was the process with that? And, like, you know, what do you feel like you evolved since, like, the last stuff that you've released prior to this?
I'll take it. Yeah, so what's today? Monday? On Friday, we put out our new EP, Too Afraid to Say. And we're very excited that it's finally here. It's been like a very long time coming, like since we put out our first EP in 2015. Yeah, like there's been songs since that time period, and it's it's just crazy. And you know, we had a really good time putting together this EP, and just like you were saying, kind of, you know, the growth from then to now. We're really proud of what we put together, and it's still really, you know, it's still really new. It's only been out for a few days, but we've been getting really positive reactions from it, and yeah, it's been great.
Anybody else? Evan, Matt?
Yeah, so we really enjoyed putting out the record, working with Rob Freeman. That was also a really fun, good experience. We grew a lot as like musicians and as people in the past 3 years that this took place, and we're just happy with the whole entire process. I think like we all grew so much, and you could definitely tell in our new stuff. So that was definitely a good accomplishment.
It was great. It was great, and we're happy that it's, you know, it's finally here, and we could play some new songs, and we're stoked. Am I close enough doing?
That's
this
fine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, just go like this. Yeah. You need you to be like a hardcore vocalist and just.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's Matt's
So,
job.
kind of to talk about the new record, what is one track that you would recommend to like new listeners? You know, one of your favorites or something like that. You want to go down the third? You got one?
I'd say Here Forever, just because like I feel like that song shows like a whole different side to us. It has like that darker feel, but like at the same time still like poppy, like what we're going for.
This, for me, that's a two-part question depending on what style of music you're into. Because like Here Forever, I would say for like if you enjoyed like the poppier side of our music, I would definitely go for Here Forever. If you wanted to touch into our like rockier, darker side of music, I would say probably Too Afraid to Say. I really like that one. It's got like a darker vibe. Everywhere, Everything as well. Those are both angsty and fun.
Well, you know, like when we were answering this question before the music was out, you know, we were only saying Here Forever because, you know, it was the only one people could listen to right now.
Course.
You know, like what's our, you know, but I really think that one holds true. You know, I feel like we put the most effort into that song, like, you know, not even just like, you know, musically, but just the story behind it and the music video. Definitely my favorite song. Is really fun to play too. We have a great time. I mean, we never played it like live, you know, other than practicing, but we will this weekend. But yeah, it's really fun. But on the same, I agree. Specifically, Everywhere, Everything. I love that song, and it's you know, it's got more of that rocky vibe, but it's, you know, it's one of my favorites. And again, very fun to play. Hard hitting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got spunk. It's got that angst.
Spunk.
So.
Yeah, I was gonna say pretty much exactly what Jenna said. Everywhere, Everything is definitely my favorite song. It's really catchy chorus, very hard hitting song. It's definitely my most fun for me to play on the drums. So that would be my number one recommendation for somebody to listen to. And obviously, I love Here Forever as well. That was a lot of fun making that song.
Awesome. Good guy.
So, I would also, going down the line, recommend Everywhere, Everything, because it's my personal favorite on the EP. But for somebody that is totally new to us to listen, and they might not be into that rockier side of things, I'd definitely show them Here Forever, or even Luna, because I know people love acoustic songs.
Acoustic tracks.
Yeah.
Same.
So,
I almost forgot about that song.
yeah. So those are basically my two choices.
We don't play in Luna, so I'm sourpuss about it.
Yeah, that's when me and Justin get a
Luna
break.
is an amazing song. I highly recommend that as well too.
Yeah.
You just put Justin and then Lance
me-
like in a corner.
That's
They're
what me
just
and
like
Justin-
locked off. They're like, you can't be in the song.
No,
Lance
hang
and I
on.
just
they like it when we play that song, yeah, because they can go sit and like sit down, have a drink. Justin probably gets a beer. They like it. They're acting like they don't like it, but they love it.
pretty much
When
I'm
it's
just like-
mid-set,
I'm just
Justin's
like,
like,
oh
oh.
yes, Luna's on right now. I get to
Yeah,
take a rest.
yeah. I
Awesome.
just had to make that comment. You guys like it,
Yeah. Justin's actually said before that he likes to have that break and walk off and
which
grab a
makes
beer,
sense
which
because
is definitely-
Justin's going hard like 100% of the time. But it's just, it's fun.
Cried once when we started playing it downstairs.
That actually is true.
Fact. It's going on the wiki,
No,
guys.
actually, the first time I heard our mixes when we got them back from Rob, I actually did cry. Like it was really cool. It was this. I didn't record with them on the first EP, Peaks and Valleys, so like it was cool because like I was a part of this one, and I don't know, it just like really hit me in the heart. Like it's like I have a sensitive side to me, but it really hit me in the feels.
You're awesome.
Yeah. I mean, you're in a band, so like, I feel like that's kind of like obvious.
I just remember I was sitting in my bed, and I was just too lazy to go to the car. I was listening to my phone, and I'm just like, I got through like one song, and like I just had like tears.
He was just
It was an
weeping.
emotional
Yeah,
moment.
It was
and,
really,
like,
it was really awesome.
When you put literally everything you've got 3 years in a row for 20 minutes, 22 minutes worth of something that you dedicated 3 years to,
Yeah.
I would feel the same exact way. I
Yeah.
did feel the same exact way.
I can only imagine because like that's whenever I put like out something that I put a lot of time into. I can't even imagine like spanning like 3 years of like work where you're like thinking about stuff and you're like, okay, well I could do this. Was there anything that were like scrapped early on that you felt like should have been on the record?
I feel like they weren't necessarily scrapped. They were just unfinished.
Okay, yeah.
Ferd writes like we have a whole database on our
Yeah.
laptops, by the
All
way,
Ferd
of just
songs.
ideas. So like we still like even when we're not writing, there's still ideas out there. We have ideas. We have something. When we went to Rob, there were songs that were different structure-wise. Like for One Step Ahead, we literally scrapped the entire intro and like
Yeah, we rewrote the
redid
intro.
it. He was dead
And I'm
honest.
glad we did.
Me too. We loved it, and we were so like I guess used to how it sounded. We were like, this is the shit. This is awesome. And we went in there, and he goes, I'm gonna be dead honest with you. He goes, I don't like it. And he was like, I think it would benefit you guys to change it. And he just pitched the idea, and I'm really happy that we had someone to show it that way, because like we still to this day I thought it was cool, but I am happy we changed it because I think
But
it
it's like-
sounds
it's the
so much
same-
stronger. It sounds like amazing.
It's the same, like, in the sense that, like, he'll, like, say that to you, but, like, it's obviously it's our choice what
Yeah,
we make. But
of
we
course.
trust his judgment, and we're like, you know what, I think we could do something better here.
No, yeah, he wasn't,
And
like,
they
held
went
against
into
our
the
will.
room, they just jammed for a little bit themselves, came up with something, and
It was so
And it was-
challenging for me.
yeah.
Oh my god. 'Cause my drums weren't totally different, but I was just so used to the routine. Plus,
Yeah.
like, I haven't recorded in a year before that. So I went in there, and then Rob was like, all right, let's try it like this, and I'm like, oh my god.
What?
So I just like it took me probably like
2 days to do the whole-
yeah, like it took me like 5 hours or so to
Oh,
get
wow.
my drums tracked for that song, and just because like I was
You're just used to
yeah,
it,
I was so used to what I was doing
whatever.
before.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I was really proud because we didn't do the full EP like in one shot, so we went back like later in the year, and then like I was really happy with myself because I was like, I'm gonna make it my goal to not sit in a room on one song for so long, and I was able to like.
And then
bang
he
out the rest
flew
of the
through
songs.
it when
Yeah.
we did the second half
So I
of
was
the
really
EP.
proud of myself.
We were like, Justin, you're done already?
yeah, yeah, that was
Spider.
great. The first day I was done, and it was just pretty much like a vacation for like the rest of the 4 days I was there.
We just really trusted Rob, and that's the thing. We had a lot of trust for Rob, and we just we just really trusted Rob's instincts on certain songs, and we were just like, he's done this a lot, and like not saying like we would have, we trusted him, and we were just like, that was kind of when he produced it. We wanted him to suggest things. We wanted him because like he's done so much, and like we value his input. And he definitely, the things he did change and the thing we talked about, it was definitely for the better.
I also feel like if you're a producer, like you want to give them that critique because you want the best out of them.
Mhm.
And I've interviewed a lot of bands, and I feel like the best producers or the best albums that I like are the ones that, the ones where you can hear that, okay, maybe they had something different, maybe they were doing something going out of the box a little bit. And I think that if you're a producer, you want to see like the whole vision of like that. And I think that if a producer that you go into the studio with is giving you like your best foot forward, I think that it's definitely a good thing.
And then like on top of that too is like he was so like, when we were working with him, it was very like there was so much cooperation between everybody, and it wasn't like it was like he cared about our music instead of just you guys shut up and just record this. He was very helpful, and he was very like he wanted to help us and make it the best record. We're pretty much getting what we paid for, and like that was really cool. Instead of just, oh yeah, it's fine. Like he actually cared about our music. So I also really liked that Rob helped us with that stuff.
He whipped out a notebook and took notes for each song. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
His musical ear is insane.
Yeah, he
like,
Very
kicked our asses
talented.
in the
Oh
shape
my
100%.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, because like if you're like going over a part like 800 times and you just can't get, like he just messes with you, and and it's funny
See it
because
till it's done.
yeah, he loves roasting Matt specifically.
He had a field day with me the entire 4 days. I love you, Rob.
But he's really great, and I always like to comment on he has a very awesome dog that comes and hangs out with you in studio, and she's amazing. I love you, Molly.
Awesome,
Shout
guys.
out.
Shout out to the dog. Anyway, guys, you are doing a release show. How did you guys come up with like the bands to have on, and like were there any other bands like locally that you wanted to get on but maybe couldn't have?
Yeah. So when we played House of Independence the first time, well, the person who like put together our the Starland shows we worked with, he went over to House of Independence. So I formed like a pretty solid relationship with Mike, and we pitched him the idea of doing the show at House of Independence, and we kind of just like we kind of wanted to have a very like I guess kind of different lineup too, but like we wanted to make sure that we made this show like really special. The Flukes, we played with them at the Work in Progress show, and like they were really good kids, and we were like, let's play with them again sometime. We have a lot of mutual fans, so I felt like a lot of people would like to see that. Poeta is just such good friends of ours. The homies, Poeta, they're great guys. So it almost made perfect sense for them to be on it. They've been with us for, I guess, the bigger portion of this EP, so it kind of just made sense to have them on it with us. Drive Kid is we've played with them 1 or 2 times, and like I said, they're good kids, and they're like coming up, and we gave them like the opportunity to play with like us at this venue. It's such a nice venue. We're like let's get them on
The only time we
as
played
well.
with them, I think, was
an acoustic show somewhere.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's
So
give
we're
them.
like, let's do this for real.
Yeah,
I mean, not that acoustic isn't real, but it was.
Let's
it
give
was cool,
them
and,
the.
like I know them from school too,
Yes.
so like that was pretty cool.
It was very mutual. We were like all knew each other, so we were like, yeah, let's do it. And then the last band, Baron Praxis, we met them. Well, actually, my brother was in a band with the other kid in Baron Praxis, and like we all like again we were all mutual, and like I myself as well as Justin, we also knew like they were creating some hype and some buzz around here, so we were like, yeah, let's see what the hype's all about. Let's ask them to play.
Well, the first time like I met them was they actually were at one of our shows, and
Yeah,
we were just
they were there
chatting
at the
with
Wonder
them,
Bar.
and I was like,
Yep.
oh cool, like let's play a show together. And then when the time came, because like a lot of the times the shows we've been doing recently is just where they're already kind of set.
Yeah.
So it was cool to
Pick bands.
get the chance to pick bands again. So we're like they were really cool, and I think like who saw them, because I didn't
did.
get to
Me and
see
Ferd
them
did.
yet. Yeah. So and then they're like, yeah, it's cool.
It was cool.
Let's have them
It was
out,
cool.
and it was it was nice to get to choose
Yeah.
and put together our friends like like Poeta, like they're like we've been friends with
Like,
them for
yeah.
a while, but like a lot of the other bands it's still kind of new. So it's cool to have like those new friendships that
Exactly.
I think will last, forever. So.
And the cool thing about another thing we tried to do with this one too is I know we've played with Poeta before, so we wanted to keep them on it because they're like really good friends of ours. When we play with like it's also good for people who come to our shows because it's not the same show every time. It's not the same people, the same this, the same that. And so it was cool that we have a very diverse lineup that we haven't really played with much. And for the question of who we wanted on it, but we couldn't. We actually reached out to America Part 2.
Oh, cool.
Another really good friends of ours. We wanted them to be a part of it, but they're actually on tour right now, so we couldn't have them.
Which is awesome.
Which is,
so it's good
yeah,
for
no,
them,
good for them. That's totally awesome. But like doing the schedule just didn't work. Was there any other bands that we?
I think Losing Streak, right?
I don't think we had. Maybe did we?
We
wanted to have them, but they're on Warped Tour.
Yeah. so
Losing
then
Streak's
that didn't work.
Another good thing. Great for them. Really proud of them.
Yeah, that's awesome. We
So-
heard about that.
Oh,
We're
and
like,
we
that's sick.
also hit up our friend Dieter's band. He's in Gloom. Okay. And yet again, he's on Warped Tour.
Dieter's on Warped Tour.
Losing Streak. So.
I just smacked the mic, so
yes.
it's probably gonna be a post sound. Sorry.
But they're doing really sick stuff. So.
Yeah. So.
Power to them.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Sick. Well, I appreciate like the fact of having like local artists too. Lance, you good?
The spider's been chilling on this
Spider-
table like for the
just-
past like 20 minutes.
Do you want the mallet?
I think it's cool that you guys like have thought of like local artists and just like trying to keep it to this area, like Brick,
Yeah.
like Asbury, stuff like that. Just I've been going to shows out here since pretty much the start of the channel, and I think it's really cool that, you know, especially for this show, is that you have a band that's very familiar with me and just the channel in general, but also like two bands that I hadn't heard of that, you know, I'm excited to check out. So it's really cool that you guys are into that, and
Yeah.
that you really kind of are trying to like, you know, foster the whole like scene out here.
Well, yeah, like community's so important.
Absolutely.
You know, and I feel like that's something that like, you know, me specifically, like I kind of learned, you know, as we went. Like I never realized, you know, and I guess I did in a way because, you know, I was going to shows before we started the band, you know, like, you know, multiple times,
Oh,
like
absolutely,
a month, you know,
yeah.
you were, anytime you got money, you were going. And I don't think I really realized that the reason I felt, you know, I wanted to go so bad is because, you know, being surrounded by so many people that are like-minded, and it's a really important thing. And, you know, when we started playing shows, you know, just building relationships with people and becoming friends, yeah, it makes it that much better, like more fun too, you know, just, you know, it's like it doesn't make it like a job. It's like you're doing this, you love who you're working with, you know, and yeah, it's like it's such an important thing. And I feel like a lot of people are, you know, kind of getting back into that too, you know, the importance of just sticking together and, you know, doing it because you love it and you love the people you're with. So.
I definitely say that more recently, especially just
Yeah.
with like the amount of shows that like I'll come out here and see. I think that that's really good for this area, and like just like the type of music is like very varied too. Like you have heavier bands that are out here, and then you have some like stuff like pop punk, stuff like that, which is really interesting. And you know, hopefully going further it just gets better. All right, guys, my next question is, with like the advent of big superhero movies, if you guys could compile a musical supergroup, who would be in your band?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dude, the Flash.
Oh, no.
No, not like that. I mean, like
I was gonna say like
the Hulk's your singing.
You know, when you started the question, I thought it was going to be something like that, and I was like, don't play with my emotions, because I will never be able to get through that.
Oh yeah,
I got this.
my super band would be me 5 times.
Wow,
so modest.
very modest.
Are we picking like musicians?
I
that
feel
we like,
yeah.
or-
How about each of you pick your own respective instrument and who would replace
okay.
you?
Well,
All right.
for should I go first or no?
Whatever, do whatever you want.
Build the drummer.
I got
All
an actual
right.
one, too.
The drummer definitely be Luke Holland.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's, yeah, power move.
I'm thinking
power move there.
Guitarist would be Jason Richardson.
Oh my
Hey.
god. I would honestly. Eddie Van Halen, man. I love Eddie Van Halen so much. Dude, straight up. Got the veteran, dude. You need the veteran.
Wait, Lance, are you picking yourself? Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna pick myself. I'm still thinking of somebody.
I'm gonna say right now, I've really been jamming Tonight Alive a lot. And I think Jenna McDougall is just killer. So I'd slap her on vocals for sure.
This is pretty cool. Yeah.
It'd be sick, right?
All right, I'm gonna throw a wrench in the wheels here.
You got to pick
We're
your
gonna-
instrument. Remember.
Yeah, I know. Cliff Burton.
I said Robert Trujillo.
No, Cliff Burton. Yeah, Jason Newsted probably. Yeah, no.
You're gonna say Les Claypool.
No.
This would be pretty wild.
I was looking for like
Cliff
Victor
Burton.
Wooten or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Victor. I was thinking Victor Wooten. Victor Wooten's such a great bass player. That man can like Like, my God, nobody's better than him. I remember when my guitar teacher told me to like look him up when I was like 11, and I did, and I was like,
Yeah, he's.
I'm never gonna be that good at anything in my life.
You got discouraged by looking it
Yeah,
up.
I was like, I don't even want to touch my bass anymore.
Yeah, Jenna McDougal would definitely be on vocals, but for like a special guest vocal spot, I would definitely say Jonathan Davis from Korn.
It's always got to throw that in.
Yeah,
I support it. That'd be really cool.
That would be sick.
He's like, I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah, it's like one of those.
That's such a polar opposite from Jenna McDougal.
Dude, that's so funny though. Come on.
So who's gonna pay to see that show? That would be too wild. I would pay for it.
I'd
We
pay
make
just
that
for Van
happen.
Halen. You got me sold.
Hey.
All right, guys. My next question is, if there was one song out there that you wish you had written, what would it be?
Oh, I got mine.
Wow, Lance.
Through the Fire and the Flames.
Oh, come on. Are you for real?
That's the most. Listen, that's the most legendary song.
No,
of all
it is.
time.
I'd share that.
Somebody else.
Yeah, I need some thinking time
Okay.
still.
Me too.
I would say. Oh, go. No, I'm thinking now. I changed my
Under the
mind.
sea.
We're under the sea.
Oh my God.
You know, I've answered this question before, and I can't remember what I said. But I would think, you know, ever since I was little too, when John Mayer put out No Such Thing, that song, even when it comes on now, I'm like, this might be my favorite song of all time. And yeah, I don't know. I love that one. You okay, Matt?
No, I.
Oh man.
Ridiculous right now.
Here you go.
I like your John Mayer one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So my God honest one is Bohemian Rhapsody. That is like I
Ooh.
straight
an idiot,
straight from the
yeah.
heart. I really do think I deeply 100% think that is the greatest song ever of modern music.
I think. Wait, can I add to that? I think Queen, even though Queen is not personally my favorite band, I think they're the best band like on earth. But is there a spider on me? Oh, it's over there.
Is that the one I clicked?
But that would have been terrible.
Spiders. Yeah. Even though like I can't say they are my personal favorite band, I think just on like in the world, I feel like they are just the greatest band ever. So.
Yeah, elaborating on Bohemian Rhapsody. Freddie Mercury and along with everyone else in Queen is just like I don't think we're gonna see anyone like that again in our lifetime. Just the fact that one person could write something like that was absolutely insane. You see people in groups writing songs that don't even touch Bohemian Rhapsody, and one person did Bohemian Rhapsody, and I think that's insane. And my joke won't be down with the sickness. I'm gonna turn the question to you. I'm gonna answer your question. What song do you wish you wrote?
I'll let Justin answer because he did. Justin
totally
didn't even
skip
answer.
you, dude.
I am I'm gonna think now.
Led Zeppelin's probably my biggest influence, so I'm
Oh.
gonna go with Matt in classic rock category, and it'd probably be like a tie between like rock and roll. Moby Dick, I do wish I written because that drum solo is insane, but I can't take that away from John Bonham, so I'm gonna say rock and roll and Stairway to Heaven. Those are two
Ooh.
like of my probably like favorite Led Zeppelin songs. So I just remember I remember how long it took me to get the rock and roll like intro down when I was like, oh my God, I was probably like 15 at the time.
Who's shaking?
Way to go, Matt.
Table's shaking. Who's doing that?
I'm getting antsy.
But
Get
yeah,
antsy.
definitely those two songs.
Ooh, okay. So Matt flipped the question on me. I think I had answered this the last time, so in the sake of keeping it pertinent, I believe, and if not, I'll edit myself in and say the right answer, but I believe that I said I the Mighty's Frame 2. That song is just the whole like trilogy of songs that they were able to write, I think was just like beautiful. They're my favorite band of all time too, so like I feel like I have to have them up there.
Yeah.
But I just love that track so much, and like when that whole album came out, Satori, I think that one just struck me as like just a unique record. And as much as I know some people don't like the new record, I think it's still great, and I like the way that they're progressing. So I probably have to say that song. But I don't know.
You
That
don't know
classic
if that was what you said.
classic rock is great too. I didn't even really think about
Yeah,
that
right.
I
either.
didn't think about
Once-
that either.
that's
and
what
now
came to
I kinda
my head.
feel like I made a bad choice.
Now what
but
about your joke one?
nah.
Let's hear it.
Joke one.
Still need a real
Oh
one.
boy.
I already know what my real one would be.
What? That wasn't your real one?
Well, no. Those are definitely my real one, but like not classic rock, like because I'm a huge metalhead.
All right,
If I was gonna
answer
pick-
that then.
If I was gonna pick like,
Just-
what I actually listen to, I wish I wrote "Quantum Flux" by Northlane.
Ooh.
I can listen to that song 100 times a day.
So good.
I love that song.
Modern day, I would probably say "In Bloom" by Neck Deep. That's such a good song too. I like that a lot. Very catchy.
My song was modern, so.
Yes,
Mine
that's.
was pretty modern.
Matt hit
I
me with a
mean, it's
curveball
like-
when he
Matt-
gave,
yeah.
brought the
17
classic
years
rock. I
old,
was like,
that
wow.
song.
No, but I
You're-
genuinely, I love that song so much. Like
No, yeah,
I grew. My dad
great
was a
song.
huge Queen fan, Michael Jackson fan. That's different, but like
Oh
my
growing
God.
up,
songs,
Jackson,
duh.
yeah.
growing up with like
Can I-
that music
we have
is
to do-
just
next time we-
so super. Like
Next time
I
we
just
meet with you, we gotta do this question again. So
Yeah.
I can
We gotta
actually
do it by
think about
category.
Back here. Yeah, I'll have to do like
I like that.
categorize it out. But that's the hard part though.
It
You
is.
gotta be put
It
on the
is really
spot a
hard.
little.
Yeah.
You know.
One song.
One sec.
I prepared that very question. I was like, I know it's gonna get asked one day, and I was
I'm
like,
gonna-
Bohemian
Future
freaking
reference, I'm
Rhapsody
gonna prepare more. But I
is
still like.
fantastic.
I still like John Mayer as the choice because that
No, was a
song.
great
John Mayer's
that
a great
song
choice.
Is literally, I love that song since I remember like going on the bus in like kindergarten or like, I guess kindergarten, yeah, and hearing it and just being like, I love this song. Like I used to call it the top of my lungs song.
Props to you, kindergarten. I was still listening to like Kids Bop.
Hey, we all had Kids Bop going on, but like, that was the
I never listened to Kids Bop.
I listened
Never.
to Kids Bop.
I was listening to Who Let the Dogs Out, but when the kids sang it.
Listen, so if you see Ferd at the House of Independence show, make sure to bring him a Kids Bob CD so that he can listen to that shit. All right. Anyway,
It has to be like Kids Bop 1.
Kids Bob's like give him like 1
Those
through
commercials
5 or
used to give
something.
me like agita. I just remember you'd wake up.
Backstreet Boys isn't on that CD. I don't want it.
Oh.
Awesome
Yeah, I
guys.
was nodding to that, but I guess.
Awesome guys. So I asked this question the last time, so I'm curious how you're gonna answer it this time. Who have you been jamming recently?
Oh man, another hard one. There's so many bands. There's a band called Cherry Pool. So they actually recently went on tour with Paris. Or actually, is that tour still going on?
I
Don't believe so.
It's like February.
I gotta check my Spotify real
Yes.
quick. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, them.
I already know. I already know what
This
I've
band
been
called
jamming.
Between You and Me.
I go through phases where it's like
They're pretty cool. Who else? 1975.
and listen
every
to like,
day.
the same song for like
Say
2
every
weeks
day.
straight.
Spotify. What do I click
That's
on?
My
for, like, 2
most
years.
recent saved songs was Drake's album that he just dropped the other day. New Drake. Yo, I was just talking about Michael Jackson before. I still cannot believe that Michael Jackson was in a new Drake song, as in like they used his like an unreleased samples, and it gave me absolute chills because it's just so weird to hear that.
On Spotify.
Blind Justice just dropped some massive heat. That was amazing if you're into hardcore.
That's disgusting.
I'm a Wonder Years fanboy, so that new Wonder Years album was great. Sister Cities. Beer Bongs and Bentleys by Post Malone. Absolute. That's my album of the year. With that and State Champs. Those are all the recent albums that just came out. That came out that I've been jamming all too much. There's probably so many more, but yeah.
Okay. So recently, other than I've played our own music, apparently, that's like the first thing that comes up. Skin and Earth by Lights. I mean, that's been out for a while now, but it's just so good.
I got pulled up now too, Jenna.
Yeah, I'm like, I was listening to The Weeknd recently, looks like. Some Incubus. Oh yeah, I was talking about Rivals is just awesome. I recently got into them, so that's been on there for sure. We got some Weezer. Okay. Yeah, so I really don't, like, I just kind of open and click and, you know, what I'm feeling. But then I do get into those spurts where, like, it's the same thing over and over again. But that was my recent played, so I'll go with that because I have been jamming that a lot. So, yes, definitely. Well, he was saying, you know, like, he asked us this question last time, so I probably said Incubus last time. I know I said City and Color last time. Or, like, Death Cab, I don't know. No wonder you say. Yeah, you didn't. Wow, I'm surprised you didn't say that. Oh, sorry. I was scrolling through Spotify. I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
I'm gonna add one more. I'm not not a huge country guy at all. But this guy Luke Combs is fantastic and very catchy, and I've been jamming him quite often.
Oh no, he's turned it into Ryan.
Oh, stop.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with country.
I was just kidding.
I mess with Luke Combs, but not the rest. All right.
Do.
Yeah, I've been jamming New Drake pretty hard in the car.
That's what's
So that album's pretty awesome.
I still didn't get to that one yet.
What else? Sworn In just came out with a new single, and that's been like my gym song on repeat for like the past 2 days. Love it. What else we got? New Blind Justice, like Matt said. All those songs are awesome off of that. What else do we have? Dayseeker put out a cover of Crawling by Linkin Park, and I'm kind of obsessed with it right now, so I've been jamming that like kind of on repeat.
Respect.
And then what else? Oh, new Era single, solid.
My God.
Love that. And oh my God, I can't forget this. My good buddies, they're a local metal band in the scene in Adventure. Their entire new full length is awesome. I highly recommend that. Social Illusion is definitely my favorite track off of that. So I definitely have put a good 100 plays into that on Spotify. So off to you, Lance.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna follow that up with. I'm gonna also
He's
say.
gonna retweet that.
I'm gonna retweet the Adventure part because the new Adventure album is amazing. If you're a fan of like progressive metal, like metalcore, whatever.
I totally agree with that.
Oh God.
Lance is getting attacked.
There's a huge spider on my shoulder. That's terrifying.
Ew.
You want
God. Whew. Okay, so
I'm not gonna do that.
yeah,
shit
Adventure. Check them out because they're great guys.
I highly recommend.
Graveyard Shift by Motionless in White. I gotta
support
say,
that.
I've listened to that album multiple times a week since it came out last year.
Are they
It's-
on Warped?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm
I'm
absolutely
going
seeing
that.
them at Warped Tour.
It's gonna be
'cause
sweaty.
They're like one of my favorite bands. I'm gonna top it off. Don't judge me. Another bug on my shoulder. God, not Sunrise Skater Kids. I do like them though. Attack. I've been in an Attack phase lately.
Oh my God.
Just-
so bad.
What album?
I've just been feeling
What album?
Like Bro Ashley's
The one-
Attack.
Sunday Came
the one with Smokahontas on it.
Ooh,
All
good
right.
album.
Yeah.
I support
And
that.
the song, the like 2 songs with Caleb on them, like when they re-released it. Yeah, it's good stuff. I've been feeling kind of chuggy lately, so yeah.
That's cool.
Jesus Christmas.
You're getting bugged.
We are under a giant tree.
I'm
so.
bugging. All right, so those are my answers.
Those are respectable.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, those are respectable answers. I like the diversity you guys bring. I think I said that the last time, but I'm just gonna repeat that shit because I'm good at.
He's gonna retweet it.
Get it retweeted.
RT.
All right, guys. Lastly, tell them about your band, where they can find you at, and anything coming up in the next couple months.
Oh, that's. I'll take both
Janice,
now.
oh my God,
Toss it in there.
Yeah, so like we were saying before, Too Afraid to Say is out now, available Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, anywhere you listen to music, it should be there. Hopefully, if everything went according to plan.
Except stores.
Yeah, we do have physical CDs made though, so if you do see us, or you can go on our merch store, our Big Cartel, you can order a physical CD, which we never did before, so we're excited about that. Facebook's the one you forgot. Same with Instagram. Twitter is Toyf Music because the ones you forgot is too long for a tag, which is really annoying.
Unfortunately.
And we do have a
At
website
Twitter.
now, which is theonesyouforgot.com, so you can go there and yeah, that's where you can find us, right?
And for our next move, we're just going to be playing our shows. We're looking on hitting the road pretty soon. Hopefully that works out. And riding out the year with the new album and start writing again. Hopefully very, very soon. Thank you so much for having us,
Thank
Brendan.
you.
You're a good guy.
Bro.
Check out Audio Addiction. You heard it here probably a millionth time. Audio Addiction. Thank you so
Audio
much.
Addiction, A squared.
A squared.
As I
I just
call it.
A squared. I just want to thank my brother here. He's the best. We've met. We did that ancestry.com, and apparently we're related. So it's on the wiki now, so you guys can go check that out. But anyway, go check out the ones you forgot.
Yeah.
Very sick New Jersey band. I'm always glad to rep local bands. Just dab on them.
Can't handle
They're
the
really
cab.
great. The new record is awesome. I got a chance to listen to it, and I'm excited to get a review out of it really soon.
Yeah.
And you should definitely check out their band. All links in the description. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel. Follow them on social media, and hopefully they'll be hitting your area very soon. Like they said, they're going on tour, so that's going to be sick. And if you enjoyed this interview, share it, retweet it, Twitter at it, whatever. I don't know.
comment,
Do
subscribe,
whatever. Give it a double
share.
tap. Smash that like button. I want to
Yeah.
see this video again.
Please hit the bell icon below.
There you go.
I want to snap and it has like our link and be like, hit this
Can
up
you-
right
yeah, you
now.
can
Yeah,
do that.
I could do that.
Can I do that?
Yeah, let's do
Oh,
it.
Do it, Matt. Well, you
I
gotta make
want-
sure you're in the frame. Like, I mean, you're in the frame, but like, make sure you're pointing in the frame.
Yeah, you. I want you to smash that button and check us out right now. Thank you. That was a dream of mine.
There you go. I'm glad I could. I'm glad I could make your dream reality.
And I also got to say more on
all
the
hell is
radio.
broken.
I'll just make sure to like.
on the edge right now.
I'll just cut the video out, and there'll be just a black sting and Matt. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
Can you please crop it so he can just have a clip of him doing that?
Yeah, I will. I'll make you a Giphy.
Yes.
One more afterthought. Back to that. Back to that super group. Dimebag Darrell from Pantera. We need some terror up in here.
I thought you were just gonna walk. Like I thought you were just gonna like
Yeah,
go walk
drop
on
the
the
mic.
drop the mic and left.
I don't want to do that to your beautiful microphone.
Okay, thank you. Well, go check out these guys. Like I said, links are in the description. And thanks, guys, for coming on again for the second time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We'd
you.
love to be here again a third time because that would be so sick.
We'll do it 1,000 more times.
We love talking with you. Yo, if you want to do that Hot One stuff again, I'm not.
Oh my God, why did you bring that up?
I'm not a Buffalo Wing guy, but I know Justin is, and I
Oh,
want that to
yeah.
happen for Justin.
Get me
for
in,
you.
Brandon.
Let's make this happen.
Justin really is like. Justin's like.
Brandon.
This is it's gonna be a Patreon exclusive. So if you want to do that, you can just donate money to me because I'm gonna need it. It's gonna pay for the hospital. Pay for the hospital bill.
Yeah.
Anyway, we out here. See you later. Peace.
Yeah.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.